Yes, people, we are back. Under the Lights podcast, and I'm back. You get me? Carlos back with a bang.
Missed,
you know. Throw him back.
Up now.
Hey, Roms, you say you watched the boxing yesterday.
Yeah, mad.
You're a big boxing fan, alert.
No, I love boxing, bro.
What do you think about that one?
It was history, bro. First, undisputed heavyweight fight in 25 years. Two of the best fighters in our generation, bro. Chess match boxing, I like, because like some people find that boring, but it was proper. But no, big fight, man. Usyk deservedly won. Thought it might be a draw though, because boxing does.
Who did you want to win? Who did you want to win?
Usyk still. Usyk.
I
Big up Fury though.
I feel that guy is fresh. Fury, he said, Happy New Year, mate. That guy is tired.
That's how you do.
Usyk beat the CTE into his head. He beat that stuff into his head.
I don't know what round was it, like round 9 when
round 9.
he was smoked.
I'll be real. If there was an extra 20 seconds left of that round, I think ref waves it off, bro. Bro. The bell saved him.
Football must have said Fury was bouncing on the ropes like Rey Mysterio.
I've never seen a big man, bro. He was out of it, bro. His soul left his body, bro.
It was cooked.
Fam. Ref bust him low key as well, fam. But yeah, man, we got a debut today.
Oh, something like that.
Big debut.
Something like
Man
that.
United fan. We need a Man United representative here.
You should even be ex-Man United the way that Ten Hag done living this season. But
Introduce yourself, my guy.
right back by trait, centre back by day. It's boy David. Win, lose or draw, Ten Hag out, man. It's very simple.
You might have seen him from his dancing days on Big Clash.
I will knock off this whole pod right now if you get into this, man.
You know where else? You reminded me earlier where else you would have seen him. You know at the event when Nigeria lost.
That video, I said that to every. You even filmed me that.
I actually remember it now, bro. Like when it happened, it was bad.
He's even getting consoled back.
Bro, I even need to know what that is.
Nigeria and Man United, that might be the.
And today I'm back. Crazy. Your host Denzel FV. Owner of Football Verbal. We go again today. Rom's done a good job last week.
No, love.
Nerve-wracking,
but
standing captain.
After 10 minutes, quiet down the crowd and got into it. But no, love. Keep running that up.
Yeah, man, literally. But on my left,
you already know Rom's Sunday service, last day of the season. A lot to speak about, man. There's a lot to speak about.
Jay, shooter, left-footed ballers always. Going right to the top, man.
Left-footed Ascar. They are. But man, them you lots are running up that JB video, man. I think that's our most viewed video. Keep sharing that, man.
Episode.
Let's try and get that to 10k. Then we'll probably rise up part 2. But make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Keep sharing and that. But let's do Test Your Touch.
Sheesh.
Today's the last day of the season, but this drops on Tuesday. So I try to relate to the season.
Okay.
Make sure you try this at home. Pause it. Try it and then let us know in the comments how you did.
No cheating.
So today's test, no cheating. Today's Test Your Touch is: can you name every player to win the Player of the Month award this season? There are 9 answers. I can't lie, that's a difficult question because Player of the Month is techie.
I don't even really.
You got 6.
Watch for that.
You got 60 seconds.
Okay.
All right.
Go backwards more time.
Make sure you try this at home. Like I said, your time starts now.
That bum from Man United, Harry Maguire.
Yep.
See, I would have never got
That's
that.
one. That's 2. You want the recent one?
Odegaard.
Incorrect.
Havertz.
Incorrect.
Gordon.
Incorrect.
Isak.
Incorrect.
Watkins.
Incorrect.
This is what I mean, bro.
Haaland didn't get one.
Incorrect. Think you have to slow it down. Think about like specific months when man them just went brazy in a month. Do you get?
Van der Ven.
Rashid didn't get one.
Incorrect.
Havertz.
No, I said Havertz already.
Did Son get one?
Son did get one. September 3.
Oh yeah, because Tottenham were flying back then, innit?
So if Tottenham were flying, then
this
times,
is jarring. McAllister.
Incorrect. There's a Liverpool player there though. Salah is there 4.
That's had a good season.
Think.
Solanke.
Correct. 5.
No,
that's a shout.
proper.
Great shout.
Days, I need to get
Isak.
Nah, no Isak though.
Gallagher.
Incorrect.
Oh fuck, man.
Time. Can't lie, it's a tough question still, and there's a few ones I don't think you.
Oh my god, I think I've clocked a few now.
Who?
Hwang and Mateus Cunha.
There. Nah, none of the Wolves man are there, you know. But let's go through it. So the first player of the month award was awarded to James Maddison. Tottenham.
Oh, he did have a crazy start. He did.
No, but then again, they had how many draws they had? They drew their first game.
Nah, but they were flying them times, bro. Why are you laughing? That's when they're all like, oh, crazy side of Maddison.
They won 9 on the bounce, no? They won 9 on the... Sorry, they won 8 out of their first 9.
So that's when they're all like, oh, Maddison's better than Odegaard, rare tear. I remember that, bro.
Yeah.
And then September went to Son because Tottenham were balling. And that's when everyone was like, Son in the striker role, rare tear.
Yeah.
And then October was Mohamed Salah. I can't lie, I can't remember too tough them times. I'll be real.
No, his October was brazy. When I'm thinking of it now, it was brazy still. I think he scored in every game week in October. Yeah, I think so.
And then November was Harry Maguire, as Jeremy said.
Yeah, that one.
Because
I
he
would
was out of
never.
the team. It's because Ten Hag wasn't playing him start of the year.
I would have never.
And he done his
That
thing.
one wouldn't even come into my thought process.
Bro,
And
done him with that one, man.
December was Dominic Solanke
Shout, David.
with all the celebrations and all the anime
anime.
thing,
The TikToks and
you know, the TikToks and all of
I
that.
swear he even bought our master of it.
Me too. I swear that the Irish rapper, all that mask.
A1.
A1. What's his name is? January was a Liverpool player still, but I don't think it. Nah,
Trent.
nah,
Endo.
nah.
Who then?
Jota still.
Did he?
Oh, he was going on crazy.
He was even brazy,
He was going
bro.
on crazy. He was
that
going
when you
on
picked Bournemouth,
bro.
man?
Yeah, and he's the reason why we held our position at the top, bro.
He was going machine.
Burnley away. Yeah, I
Burnley
remember.
away.
I remember.
February was a United player, Hoyland. That's when he went on his.
No way they gave it to
Bro, that's
man.
when they're waiting on the miracle thing and then
Sean
Yeah, I remember
Millis.
that. I
started
remember that. But
balling.
they gave him
That
playing
miracle
off of
actually came.
Should say he did have a good
scored
run.
like 5
to be
and
fair.
5 or something.
Nah, he had a very
Big up
good run
Sean.
still from boxing.
And then
This list is smelly.
Bro, I'm telling you,
in March, we have a Brazilian that was just scoring bare goals.
Richarlison.
Menis. Menis though.
Purple.
Purple patch. I don't know if it's a purple patch.
It is a
You know?
I'm upset with that one. I think one of us should have got that one still.
And then in April, the boy Cole Palmer.
You could argue he could have got that early in the season. That's how cold he's
That's the thing
been.
about player of the month. I can't lie. Like the best player of the whole season might not even get one.
One,
fam.
yeah.
Do you
Bro,
get it?
had one,
It's
it's
mad.
actually-
It's mad. But let us know how you did in the comments. And yeah, man, let's get into it though. It's been a long season, man. Can't lie, I've been waiting for this episode because we
Right.
could break down the season. We're gonna do a UTL Premier League Awards, our own edition. We got some funny questions, got some proper questions. So I want to start this off with who do you man think your player of the season is? I feel like this is actually there might be a bit of discussion about this, but we're gonna go with David on your debut, man. Who do you think player of the season should be?
For me, it's not really a debate. You know, I hear the Watkins argument, I hear the Palmer argument, I hear all the arguments, but Phil Foden is clearly the player.
Why do you think Phil Foden or like? Because some may argue if you look at the stats and that there's a few man above him.
So you want to
I
say
think
Saka? I know you want to say Saka.
No. There's a few man. Like, I think Solanke's above him.
Yeah, Watkins
above
got
him.
crazy numbers.
Few man. I think even Son. Let me even check that
Isak's got
now.
crazy numbers as well. You got 20 plus goals.
I think there's a few man above him still.
So yeah,
if
no,
you're talking about
there's-
goals, you got Salah above him, Watkins, Solanke, Isak, Cole Palmer.
There's crazy
Haaland.
numbers, but if you look at City this season, especially with De Bruyne not starting the season till January, Haaland missing 2 months of the season, like without Phil Foden, they don't win the Premier League.
Be
It's very
honest, you
simple.
spoke to Brands before this episode.
This
didn't
guy
he?
thinks that
He gave you a brown envelope. He gave you a brown envelope.
He's a big Phil Foden.
He loves Foden,
Foden
bro.
is man. The guy is just ridiculous, man.
But you know what is I rate Foden highly too.
Same.
It's just that how I just don't like I hate the comparison thing. The comparison thing is making me start to not like Foden when I really rate Foden. fam.
It's the same with me and Saka. Like I rate Saka highly, but it's when you man start the Foden Saka
Same.
comparison. it's
I rate
like-
Saka highly,
That's when
bro.
I think, okay, like
It's like they
guys,
use a player to make another player seem not good. I don't like that stuff. But I like Foden. I feel like this season he's really stepped up. Can't lie, he's become that main man. City's starting to look at it thinking, bro, we can survive without KDB. There might be a time where Foden will be our
It
guy.
was slight blessing in disguise. I
Yeah,
can't lie.
literally.
You don't wish injury on anyone, but it was a blessing in
Literally.
disguise.
So for me, I would agree still. Player
Yeah.
of the season. I don't mind giving it to Phil Foden, especially if they do win the title.
Which they will.
which they will.
If they do win the title, when this drops, Arsenal would have won. But I have to keep it open.
See him,
innit?
see him in front of the parade, man.
But yeah, man, Roms, what do you think?
A City player, but not Foden.
swear.
Rodri, bro. I don't know when he's gonna get his flowers because you know what it is. For me, it's simple, yeah. And I said it last week. And big up JB because JB even said when it comes to awards and that, like defenders and like central defensive players, they won't ever really get their flowers. Like, everyone's fixated on the attacking. Like, you fall in love with football because of the attacking players. Like, anyone that says they do defenders are lying. But bro, the 3 games I think City lost the season, Rodri didn't play in any of them. Bro, and you know how a lot of people make like fine margins of Arsenal to Saliba last season, maybe they won the league and that. You could argue if City had Rodri for them 3 games, they might have won the league by now, bro. Like, for a man to go 76 games up, do you know how mad that is? That's not normal. So for me,
is that where your streak's at right now? 70?
I think it's 75 or 76. One of them.
Is that in the league?
I think all comps. It's not just in the league. It's not just in it. If that was the league, that would be
they're trying to say he lost to Real Madrid though, isn't it?
Yeah, they did.
On penalties, isn't it?
So that's
I think in 90 minutes. I think in 90 minutes. You know how people like to move the goalpost. I think in 90 minutes. But for me, it's Rodri, bro.
Yeah, like, DMs never really get that love. Even like Busquets, like in terms of like rankings and that, they don't really put him as high as he should because of that role. That role is to make other players play better. Then
I feel like he defies logic in that role because he comes up clutch. He wins games for them in that. Like Rodri, he's something else, bro. I think by the time he retires, he's gonna be in some big converse. I think now he's slowly entering them. I think for me they're gonna do 4 in a row. He's got a Champions League and that. But I think he's still. I thought it was at 29. So he's 26, 26 or 27.
What do you mean? What in terms of like all-time Premier League conversations?
I think DMs in general, bro. Just in general. Like, I'm not saying he's the best, but he can be in them conversations by the time he retires, bro.
Jay, chat to me.
Nah, Foden still.
Foden,
yeah, that's easy, man. Bro, for me, like Rodri winning DM, Rodri. It's hard because as a DM or as a defensive player, you've got to be extremely exceptional and you've got to be so much better than your teammates. Like the last time I saw a DM win Player of the Year was Kante, but Kante was crazy levels above the rest of his team.
You know, I think Scott Parker won it. You know, by the way. Scott Parker
of the year.
I think so, you know.
Are you sure it wasn't just the West Ham one? Or was the Premier League?
He won England Player of the Year. He won England Player of the Year like 2012.
I swear
he was going on braids.
He won
PFA. It was at Tottenham.
PFA.
Okay.
Remember Scott Parker was moving brazy.
And they had Auto Roma starting the sponsor. Yeah.
He was moving brazy. But
Foden for me is still like, as a DM and defender, you've got to be like crazy levels to even be considered for that award.
And Rodri has got.
Is there any other people that you would, if it wasn't Foden, who would you say?
For me, if it's not Foden, then the only other guarantee option for me is definitely Ollie Watkins because them are not deep in. Villa getting Champions League is a big achievement. Considering where they were last season, how Emery saved them from relegation and that. And Watkins has been a big part of them getting into the top 4. And if the only problem is because Watkins doesn't play in Villa's not a bigger team. If Villa were a bigger team, then
getting Villa Champions League. But man, not forget Villa were in the Championship like 5 seasons. Was it 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Bro, in the Championship, bro, with Tammy Abraham and them, man, bro. And
John McGinn jumped into the Championship. Now he's going to
He's been there for a minute.
He's getting punched in the head in the
head, bro. When he was wearing the rip boots, he was wearing those rip boots as well in the Championship. Now they're going Champions League football, bro. That's mad. That's a crazy achievement.
I need to give. You saying another player? I need to give Declan Rice his flowers because, bro, to be signed for that amount. Come in, because certain players could have crumbled under that pressure, bro. But where he's been a captain, he won the European trophy at West Ham and that, he just slotted in. And for me, Arsenal were good defensively last year, but bro, I think he was just a final piece to the jigsaw, bro.
Is that little triangle?
Saliba,
Gabriel, Rice. If you Rice stops it from early, so that's why Raya is. We could get into that in a bit, but that's why Raya, bro, he's not facing shots, bro, because bro, the trouble's getting sorted out.
You know as well, similar to Rodri, bro. Rodri's won games for City. Rice, Brentford, Luton last minute. There's Man United. Bro, he's come up clutch. Exactly, he's come up. Yeah, that was a goal. He's come up clutch, bro.
Stupid goal.
I'm in it, but he's definitely.
But your rate Bruno's one though against Liverpool, though, isn't it?
It's different. They celebrate giving him the for the halfway line.
First time as well.
That's why they dropped Robert Sanchez's ass. He's not playing.
But let's move on though. Young player of the season. I feel like that was the easiest one.
Yeah. Cole Palmer.
But quick question though, is Phil Foden eligible for both?
Yes.
I don't know anymore, man. A 28-year-old could be eligible for young players.
They need to change this award, bro. They need to change the age, bro.
Nah, but then
21.
You saying 21 last week, innit? Yeah.
Because you have guys like, for me, like, bro, like, obviously, like, Kwanzaa, I think, has had a brazy season.
He has, you know.
But he's not nominated for that award, bro.
He should probably be the head of Manu for
But those are the type of guys you should have on the list, like Kwanzaa, Manu. guys like that, like Alex Scott,
Breakthrough.
those guys are under 21.
The problem with that one is that
He's had a brazy season.
is that encouraging, because that gives praise to like the players in the lower half of the teams and that, because some of the teams in the lower half have got good players, like
good youngies.
The top six, if you put in guys and you change it to under 23, under 24, some of these guys have played 4 or 5 seasons already. So
even some Odegaard in their last season.
that's part of the problem.
It's
This is
true.
Kobe Mainoo's first season, is it not?
But that's a separate. That's like
But
more,
for Foden, this is like his 5th or 6th season.
that's like more like a breakthrough award. Who's the breakthrough of the season award?
But that's what it should be.
So if it was that, who would you say?
then you can have
in
Palmer.
America, they
You can
call
have-
it
you can have Cole Palmer
rookie
for
of
that
the
type
year.
award.
Yeah, like, so if it was to do that right now, breakthrough of the season, who would you
Cole
say?
Palmer.
Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
And then if it wasn't Cole Palmer, let's like give like who else would there be? Like Kobe
It'd be Kobe
Mainoo.
Mainoo probably.
Kwanzaa. You could even shout Bradley longevity wise, no, but what he came in and
that was
done
good.
to fill the
Solid
boots
still.
of one of the best right back, bro, it was crazy.
Is there anyone else in the league for breakthrough?
Shout
of the
out to
season?
Morgan Rogers since January.
Morgan Rogers.
You've been speaking highly of him for time.
Garnacho, you could even put there as well.
Now though, breakthrough though.
Nah, I think his breakthrough was last
season,
to be fair.
yeah.
Who else is there?
I think he's consistently started this season. innit?
Branthwaite.
Yeah, that's another
Yeah,
one.
he's been
Branthwaite.
good.
Those are the
trying to
those are the
think
guys
who
I'm
else.
talking about, but they're not nominated for that award because it's
Could
all
you
the players from the top
say your
6.
doggy as well?
Yeah, you could put us on there as well.
Definitely.
No, I hear that.
But all the
still.
players from the top 6 are nominated, and it just feels unfair because we're overlooking the rest of the teams
we
because the
do-
award is too. It should be under 21s, I think personally.
100%.
Could we do quick team of the season? So if we're doing keeper, who you saying, David? If you could do it on a quick.
Keepers, it was Vicario until a certain point, but then he just started getting bullied on corners, you know. But
Raya.
probably it has to be Ryan
Raya
only
or
because of the Golden Glove. I think
This guy used to allow this
hasn't really been
Pickford
standouts like that.
No, but you know I hear it now. You know I hear it
man.
now. I actually hear it
Pickford
now.
made mistakes when he was there giving the ball to Cole Palmer to get lobbed
But
from
he
the halfway
saved them
line.
as well. I think it's rare, innit? But
I've
Pickford,
been saying,
he has a
bro,
shout. No,
if
at
not
the time
for
you
him-
said it was criminal. At the time you said it was
It's not
criminal
even-
still.
If not for him, Everton would have gone down long time ago. Long time, bro. This season he's even saved it. First half of the season, he's like 5'11", bro, and he's reaching for the top corner.
You know
and
what I've
saving it,
noticed
bro.
with Jay, and it's a good thing. You love your English players, innit?
Now, can I just say something? Can I say
All the
something
bread.
about keepers like Pickford? Don't get it twisted. They're good, but because they play for teams like Everton, they're not on TV like that. So when they're making these mistakes, they're not under the same light as Raya, but giving the ball away
But
and
when,
getting
your
punished
team
like
is
that.
not that, when your team is not that good, there's even more pressure on you as a goalkeeper.
Is it though?
Yeah.
And
Is
if
it
he,
though?
and yes,
To
build
because
them
do you know
out, innit?
something?
Like, 'cause
Do you know
you're gonna get
something?
more
If
shots in
Ryan
that.
steps up net now, and they put Ramsdale in goal, Arsenal probably.
No, wait,
suffer.
I just
But you
got
know
what you
what it is?
said.
Nah,
I disagree, bro. I disagree
as well.
I think because if you're on a bigger team, the limelight's always on
So
you
you could have one
24/7,
shot.
bro.
Nah.
Because if Pickford has stinker, like Denzel was saying, you can notice it, but not as much because they're not on TV all the time. Plus, because the team's already doing bad as a whole.
Nah, but what I'm
bad.
saying is that. What I'm saying is that I see Edison coming out and you see Ortega stepping in, bro. Ortega's still a good keeper. Not many teams have a good second keeper. So you as the first keeper, if you get injured, your team is done for.
Yeah.
If Pickford is now to get injured for Everton, they are done for.
For the rhythm.
Arsenal could
how
probably
does-
cope.
how does that-
If Ryan got injured, Arsenal could probably cope without.
But how does that make it
without
harder
him.
for lower keepers though?
So what it means is that the margins for them are so little, and especially as Everton stayed up on the last day of the season last year, and Pickford was a big part in that.
Towards the end of the
Bro,
season.
I feel like-
genuinely think that he is a top keeper still.
I feel like, bro, Edison, Raya, all these guys, they could have no shots the whole game, but that one moment of where they lack, they have to be concentrated the whole game. That one moment that they lack is going to be 10 times bigger than any.
Yeah, I agree.
Rather than getting hit shots left, right, center all game,
100%.
I feel like, bro, I don't know, man. Like, bro, the outrage is
Another
just nuts.
shout is Emi Martinez as well.
Yeah, he had a good season.
Very good season. He's even.
But we can
season.
all agree. Let's just say Raya.
David Raya.
Just because of clean sheets, I can't lie, because my man,
Arsenal
really and truly, there hasn't been a great keeper this season, bro. Even Raya, he's done some. Bro,
Union.
I
There's
could've-
not been a standout.
I could
You're
have
right.
rushed Raya
GK
10 times
Union,
this
innit?
season, fam.
GK Union's in the mud, man.
You get it for clean sheets, but right back, who you man saying?
Ben White, man.
Ben White.
Ben White, yeah.
It was Trent until his injury.
Yeah, it was.
But
Yeah, it
We can
was.
all agree
it's
Ben
Ben
White.
White.
Yeah,
That
so
was easy.
after Dubai, he's been on job still. Centre back pairing, who we going for?
Again, both Arsenal. Like, for the way you man have been defending, crazy.
I have to put Virgil in there still. Only because of the change in partnerships that he's had. He's had Kanate.
That's a shout. He's had 4 different
That's what I mean.
He's had 4 different
the whole season.
Gabriel have to play 5 games with Kiwior. Then we'll see if he can still handle it.
you
Let Saliba
understand?
have to play 5 games with Kiwior. We'll see if he can handle it.
Last season.
The only thing, bro, I swear to you, man, we're here, bro. I put Verge with Gabriel the whole season until recently because you man just started leaking in bare goals, fam.
It's not his fault though.
It's not his fault.
But it's not his fault though.
It's not his fault, but fam.
Every time we leak goals, it's not him making the
He's not
mistake.
the
It's the other centre back making the mistake.
I know.
So
but,
what can you do?
But then, as a parent, Gabriel and Saliba, bro, they're just every game, boom, clean sheet, boom.
Van Dijk is still-
shots
You know what?
prevented.
I don't mind Saliba or Van Dijk, but Gabriel has to be there. I think he's definitely there.
I think it's Gabriel
Either
and
or.
Van Dijk.
I'm
Let's
not
be
really
real.
fast.
Gabriel might not make team of the season, but we all know why that is because he's ugly.
Do you understand?
Bro, no, the thing is, we're laughing, yeah? Bro, let's play a part, you know?
It's 'cause he's ugly.
Like, no, Van Dijk is like, nice looking, grown, like,
That's
bro.
because he's ugly.
It plays a part. It actually plays a part, bro. It genuinely plays a part.
It's actually because he's ugly, you know.
PR is a thing still.
No Diddy and that. If he was handsome, he would be in team of the season.
They're even saying he's gonna have to go Turkey soon again. Like the hairline's just
way.
receded
Yeah.
again, bro.
Obviously.
Gabriel.
So
Let's do
Van Dijk.
Gabriel and Van Dijk.
Gabriel
man.
Van Dijk.
I can hear.
I'm
that.
not having that though. I'm saying Gabriel Saliba, and that's me and you guys can say whatever you want.
If we had it this way, it'd be a whole Arsenal 11, man.
Also, if you got to take into consideration.
Timber. My friend, just move, man.
I always say left back though.
Your doggy
chat
still.
to me.
I know he's fell off, but that first 6 months I can't forget about.
Yeah,
Is there anyone else
David?
David?
Again, there's no other standouts really. Like it has
Bro,
to be.
deep, there's not really been
Ain't
standouts in
Nuri was
any
good
real
still.
position.
Nuri was good as well, fam.
No, but Jay, that's what I keep saying. This is what I keep saying. Bro,
I don't
Nuri,
know,
the first
man.
part of the season, and I rate this guy, but it weren't like his second half, bro. That's what you have to.
Somebody even said Anthony Robinson.
Anthony Robinson.
Fulfill it. Why are you laughing though? He's had a good. Why is he laughing? He's had a good season.
He is Anthony Robinson.
He's so whack, man. He's so
I
whack.
can't like technically.
Yeah,
obviously
left back is a bit books.
Yeah.
Man, I said Vardio though. What do you think about Vardio shots, David?
Oh, that's a
Nah, it's
shout.
only like second half of the season. It's not really.
First
like,
off, it was just steady.
First half, he was just doing his thing normally. Like even Ake would go out there.
Let's go on to midfield 3. I'm
Rodri,
saying
Rice, and Odegaard. Pretty self-explanatory.
I back that.
No, mine's Rodri Rice.
Odegaard is definitely in the team.
Rodri.
Is
Yeah, Rodri Rice and Foden.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Foden.
Nah,
Yeah.
Foden,
But Foden has played central, so
He said his best season in the central
Central.
position. That's my midfield
Who
three.
did
then
you
it
leave
depends who you
out?
put
You
wide,
left-
though.
you leave out Odegaard.
Yeah,
No,
I think Foden had a better season. That's my
It
opinion.
also depends on who you put wide in it, but I think Odegaard, Rodri, and
My wide plays make sense.
Odegaard, Rodri, and he.
it has to be Rice though. Yeah, Odegaard, Rodri, Rice though. I think it has to be.
That's
that.
mine as well. I'll go for
Yeah.
that.
I'll go Foden for Odegaard, but big up
My front
Odegaard.
three pretty simple as well.
Foden.
Cole Palmer, and Watkins. That's it.
I'll back that.
Yeah.
it.
Haaland's
Wait, so where are you playing Foden on the left?
on the
Yeah.
left.
I put Isaac there.
Nope. Nope.
'Cause most of his goals, he just from the left
Nah, but
in.
he don't
I
play left.
understand
though. He
it.
plays
Oh,
striker.
did he have to play? Oh, fair enough. Palmer, Watkins.
Isak's
and-
he's a honourable mention. But
For me, then Palmer, Watkins, and Gordon.
Gordon, team of the year.
I think he's been cold. Big
Yeah,
games, small games.
Palmer, Watkins, and Gordon.
Yeah.
Gordon's played good to
He
me.
has been.
Big, you know he scored
I don't know
against
about-
every big, all of the top 6 this
Yeah,
season,
he's
and he
been
does it in the little. You know, there's some players.
Odegaard's not in your team.
No,
crazy.
no, he's had a cold season, but he's not in my team still.
Gordon over Odegaard is a bit.
Odegaard's definitely.
No, but remember we're doing position for position. Odegaard's position, I've put Foden there.
Foden
So on the
there,
left,
cool.
this,
I hear it.
do you know what I mean?
No, Son.
No.
Don't take the
After that miss, be serious. Man.
Let's be honest.
Well done, Son.
Let's be honest.
Say football. Well done.
Let's be honest. When was the last time Son had like a? Let's say they call him purple patch player. When was his last purple patch this season? Even I can't remember, bro.
very
I
start,
don't want to
when
talk
they had
about
that
that.
crazy
I
run.
don't want to talk
Exactly.
about that, boy. Anyway, signing of the season.
Are we talking about
Rice.
foreign signings or within the league?
Rice, man.
Any
I'm not even gonna
signing,
dwell on
Rice
this.
is
Declan
signing.
Rice. still.
Rice.
Yeah, no, but you know what it is about Rice? Obviously, Rice had a top season, but if you look at Arsenal last season to compare that to this season, they've been I'd say a slightly worse in terms of like playing football. They've been good in terms of like structure and everything, but Partey was basically doing what Rice was doing this season. So
No, was more solid and he's way more reliable.
no, but in terms of playing though, because there's no surprise that the forwards numbers are down. Left side hasn't really got going, especially when
All the
Rashford's
forwards
been-
numbers down. We scored more goals, I feel like, than last season.
No, but spread out across obviously set pieces, defense, midfield as
hear
well.
it.
But
He's even a
Martinelli-
corner taker, by the way, Declan Rice.
Declan Rice,
It is
that's
true.
another
In
thing,
build-up play, Arsenal not
He
as
is, isn't
fluid.
it?
In
Nowhere
build-up
near
play
as
because it's not
fluid.
as comfortable on the ball.
So
But
Party's better on the ball. I agree.
the
with
flip
that
side
still.
to that is that Arsenal are way better now in transition, and they're just way more robust now. But they've got the time. You know, there's teams where you need obviously you're gonna play low blocks. You got Odegaard and that, but then you have athletes.
Yeah.
Now Arsenal can actually deal with that because they've got Rice. They're
Part of his
robust
transition
now.
pace is poor, fam. But he is ball playing.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Like ball playing is better. But Rice, I've always said it for time. Rice will break lines with his runs because he's very athletic. He has that engine. You know what I mean?
What I like about it is the reliability, bro. Like he's going to be fit for most of the season,
100%.
and you know you're going to get a good performance. Party some
Availability is
days
the
when
best
Party has a
thing, man.
stinker.
Chids hates it.
That Party
Chids-
stinks. When he stinks, he reads.
Yeah,
Drop
that's what
shoulder.
Chids
Yo.
was saying.
So
Man.
he almost sold
Against
against Man U.
United,
That
bro.
correct.
You get it?
Hoyland should have scored.
Do you get it? That's what managers look for, just reliability, bro. We can't afford to have a guy that we don't know what guy is going to come and
you
perform
can't get
today.
7. You need that 7.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
I like that in players where they express themselves. So with Party, he does it in the wrong. There's a time and a place for it, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes he just does it.
Nah, 1 week Party's a 9 out of 10, but the next week's a 3. To be a top team, to be in a top team, you can't have that.
6, 7, especially with your DM as well.
You need a 7, 6, 7 every week, bro.
I got Palmer signing though. I'll be real. I don't want to give all the awards
I
to
hear
Palmer,
that.
but
I
they've
completely
literally
hear that,
signed
bro.
A superstar in the making.
And this is why, yeah, when you get players that have come in for more money, Caicedo's been cold recently. I'm not saying this, but you know the general consensus is seeing Caicedo and Enzo need to do more.
Yeah.
This is why you see players like Mino and Palmer that go into dysfunctional systems and they still rise,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
That's why the excuse is lazy for other players are the system don't cater
Yeah,
for them.
yeah.
You are the system. You've been brought in for that money, but
Is there-
I hear Palmer.
Yeah, Palmer.
I'll
But
go
it's just
Palmer.
that fact that I would put Palmer there for signing season as well. But Chelsea just, I don't know, like Rice's performances have led to like we're chasing something, innit? Whereas Chelsea, they've been a bit poor. But I don't know, it's unfair, innit? Because really and truly, he's had a crazy, especially that being like his first season where he's been one of the main guys in the team.
And even at City, people say, "Oh, but he made appearances for City." That was mainly in Champions League and Carabao Cup. It was
Nothing
rarely
game.
Prem, bro. I checked his substitute record for City as well. He hardly come off the bench in the Premier League. It was mainly cup competition.
But we'll move on. We'll do an unserious one, and then we'll go back into the serious stuff.
so gonna be funny.
So who's got the worst trim? The worst trim of the 23-24 season. I got my ones, innit?
I got my one still.
Who's your one?
Yeah, bro. Nicholas Jackson.
That's what I was
That
thinking.
Nonsense.
That
man.
blue stripe. Shy.
That Pogba
One
shit.
avatar.
Man.
Who else
When we
is
sent the
there?
picture back home, they told us to cut his hair real quick. Next
You
year,
know what?
he
He's
come over
patterned
number
up his fade, yeah. But at the start of the season, Richarlison, bro, there was no fade. There was no
Oh
fade.
yeah, I remember that stuff.
There was no. He patterned it up recently. I think someone spoke to him.
Who was up there? Saka. He had this brown hair.
Oh man, you try to get the
And
Rashford.
his
thing.
performances went down. They told him, they said, brother, go ahead and change your hair quick. He went back to black hair. He found out to play football again. Saka, that trim was bad as well. man.
They said what? Kim K and you're down your head. Nah, bro, you need to revert. You need to go
Is
back.
there anyone else that had the
Kukureya's trim is...
trims?
Bro,
He's had that for
Same
years
hair,
though,
bro.
innit?
Yeah.
Who's
I'm trying to
I don't
think.
think there's many.
Rashford's trims have been alright this season, innit? Past seasons they get onto him, bro. But I think it's been alright this
So that he
season.
looks Ghanaian though.
The head back,
The head
bro.
back.
head back.
Man.
Hey, I can't fix
Nah,
that.
not many other shouts though. Not really.
Nah,
Crazy
if you
ones
know
to
any
stick out.
bookie trims this season, put it in the comments, man.
real.
Put it in the comments. But let's move on. Manager of the season. It's bare like ifs because if depends
There's
what
two.
happens and that.
There's two for me.
Go on, Jay.
I would say Pep and Arteta, but I don't think...
They're just the obvious. For
They're
me,
the obvious
you can't
ones,
go
but
on there.
I think
Areola.
it's either, for me, Emery. I think Emery. I think especially... it's Emery for me still.
For me, it might be Areola, you know, because I personally didn't have Bournemouth to go down. I thought they'll stay up. But the general consensus, Bear Man had them to go down. And forget that he's kept them up. He's kept them up in style. They got identity. Got the best season out of Solanke. I think he needs credit. I think he's going to, maybe not this summer. I think he gives Bournemouth one more year. But I think he's going to get a move to a bigger
Do you know the
club.
maddest thing about him? There was a period where they were playing poor. They were on him.
Yeah.
They were on him, but he just needed to find time to
10
make
games.
people gel. Because they bought better players as well, you know.
Yeah.
So they needed to man them to gel. And
even Jay's boy, Alex Scott, bro, he's had, every
football,
time you see him play for Bournemouth, balled in now.
yeah, but
fitness,
even him
that's
injuries
it.
as well. And then
Even Kluivert, let's be honest. Last season, Kluivert was a bit.
He scored 7 goals this season.
Yeah, he's had a Semenyo, bro. He's actually galvanized. A lot of players are having their best season under him, bro. That's a good sign of a manager when a lot of players are having a good season. Ryan Christie as well.
We could easily go for the Pep Arteta's. Emery's a good shout as well.
Actually, let me give my manager a shout.
My man. Who's your manager?
I have to give Klopp a bro. Don't do that. The injuries he was dealing with. Alright, cool. When we got into these injuries, some people were like, oh, yeah, this is where Liverpool gonna fall off. We still make cup final. We still win the cup final. We still hang with you and City till about
the last 5 games.
Yeah, but you're talking Prem, that don't matter though.
Well, no, it does because we kept in the race till about the last 5 to 6 games.
I can't even lie. Before the start of the season, bad people had us not even to finish in the top.
Bro, let me actually give you some carry for you to laugh here. In my opinion, J Mac disagreed. We got 4 world class players in Trent, Salah, Alisson, and Van Dijk. 3 out of the 4 were injured for like more than 2-3 months, bro. It was literally only Van Dijk. Alisson was out, Salah was out, and Trent was out. For Klopp to still do what he does, cool. For me, he's not the manager of the season, but he has a shout. Do you know what I mean? Definitely has a shout, bro.
Honourable.
Nah, but how it's ended is a factor still. I can't lie. It crumbled down. Last 10 games, if you look at Liverpool's fixture list, man, not thinking, we're going to win a league. We're going to win a league. Losing to Palace at home. Losing to your rivals, Everton. It all has a factor. It went crashing down, drawing to West Ham. Do you get it? I can't lie, you lot. We'll go into that overachieving stuff, but as manager of the season, that's all part of it in my opinion, isn't it? I want to shout out one guy, Wolves manager flipping O'Neill. Can't lie, everyone thought them man were gonna get relegated. They couldn't buy no one. They had to sell who did they sell? Nunes.
Neves.
Did they sell Neves in the summer?
Yeah, you went this summer.
They're selling
to Saudi, innit?
They're selling some guys, and then they're using guys like Bellegarde and that. And they're doing well. They got Sarabia, however you pronounce it, doing well. You got Cunha scoring goals. Hwang scoring goals.
The Korean guy.
Bro. You get it? I like Pep, innit?
The
Korean guy. They done all right. I think they're like 13 for something.
Even Semedo, let's be honest, we were buzzing him. He's had one of his best seasons, bro. He's been good, bro.
Even the guys that you're talking about, the left back, Ainuri, having a good season.
As well, their skipper.
Yeah, man. A few guys. Even Lemina having a good season now. Few man, but there's a few options for that. Biggest, I'll say, let's go biggest overachievers. So now you can talk about Liverpool.
Bournemouth, definitely. Because with the budget they have, with the facilities and that they have, they should not be in the top 10.
I need to think about this one.
And in the top 10, fam.
They're in the 10th, bro.
I need to think about this one carefully.
That's what literally goes back to what I was saying before, the managers that we mentioned. Villa getting into the Champions League should be up there.
Yeah, Villa's up there as well.
Because that is insane.
That's mad.
Especially with the money that Chelsea and them teams spent. United being there. Newcastle. Everyone thought Newcastle will do well this season.
It's literally Villa. You can take your pick. It's between Villa, Liverpool and Bournemouth.
I think
those are the 3 teams.
I even think we could put Wolves there as well.
Man said Wolves.
If
they finish top 10,
Wolves are going to finish the same place they did last year. So it's not really overachieved.
Did they finish there last year?
Yeah, they finished like 13, 14.
Could you say Crystal Palace?
No.
I was thinking about that. But it's been like...
Because, bro, there was a stage of the season where... I'm not going to say they were nailed on to go down, but man, they were entertaining it. And then Glasner's obviously
but when we say overachieved, it has to be from what you thought before the season.
But cool. Depending how results go today, they could finish in the top half.
They finished 10th today.
And I didn't think that. I thought they'll be around 13th to 15th where they normally are. If the results go their way today, they can finish top 10. That's, for me, they've overachieved.
But all this way they finish thing, I feel like you have to put context of the season as well.
Yeah.
Even like the Chelsea
if Glasner took charge of Palace at the start of the season and they finished 10th, then we can have a discussion about that.
No, but my point is the fact that he took over late and they were like flirting with relegation, bro.
Because
now
they're about to still real.
True.
The what I was saying about positions, as Chelsea might finish in a very good position, I can't like Europe and that now. But if the context of the season, they've been piss poor.
100%.
So we can't 100%. For example, when United finished second in the league, Mourinho. On paper, second, that's good. But then, man, United were poor that season, fam. Do you get it? So that's why you have to look at it deeper than league position. Like Liverpool third, it's not. I don't know.
The reason why I can't call us overachievers to an extent, but we still have players that should be there. That's why I feel a bit. I feel like in the context of thing with injuries, yes, we are. But
I don't think man, I'm deep in how big Liverpool's achievement is because this guy sold his whole midfield in one summer. We sold our whole midfield in one summer.
You bought man.
A midfielder.
You bought Sabozala and McAllister.
Yeah, but
100 mil.
Endo, but like, you know how long it takes for a midfield to gel properly before you get the best out of them?
Actually, you know
so
why
for you to do it like that
In one
for
summer.
one season and it just
Wait,
Jay, do you know why it's important? Do you know why Sai has to be us? Not even on a bias thing. I'm deep in it. I'm trying to think what the narratives were before ball had been kicked. People saying it's just Arsenal and City. We wouldn't even be there. Like people say we'll be top 4, but they didn't think we would be there. And
Challenging.
we took it to about what game week 30, 31.
man, them had Newcastle finishing above us in the preseason prediction.
yeah, you're
bro.
right.
They were buzzing on our team.
Where did you think you was gonna finish this season?
Bro, I said
before ball was
I didn't
kicked.
think we'd win the league, but I said I'd be happy if we made the top 4.
You're gonna laugh at man. I said 4th. I had Chelsea ahead of us.
That's what I want to say about this Chelsea thing, bro. Man, we'll talk about that, bro.
We'll get there.
I even see the viewers. They've been doing
Man, beefing Chelsea all week, fam. Beefing. Biggest underachievers, though.
Has to be United. It's not even
Yeah.
So no debate.
Not even a bias thing. It has to.
offer third place with a trophy. Everyone's saying, and we buy Mason Mount, Hoyland, Marquis,
His players.
Onana,
His players.
his signings. It has to be.
And you know what? You know what? United.
Wait, before you go into Jay, where did you think it was gonna finish before the ball was kicked, though?
Not at least top 5 because I knew Liverpool
Same.
would come back because they bought
Same.
3 new midfielders, but at least top 5. Like no one could have predicted 8th, which is going to be our worst ever finish on it.
So, that's
You know
that's
what
kinda
rules
bad-
are
that's kinda
reversed, yeah?
bad.
And I think you agree with United
First
fans.
8th since David Moyes.
That is bad still.
You would agree with it as a United fan,
bad.
yeah? Ten Hag should have had last season, this season. Yeah, he's
'cause-
had this season. The season had this season. It should have been last season. He should have had been stumbling. Not really had your identity there. Last season, you lot were cooking. But you know what? That's flawed as well, though, because you weren't cooking for the whole season. After
Not
that Carabao
last
Cup fan, we nearly caught up with you, bro. So I'd say Ten Hag had a good 6-7 months at United, but I had you finishing exactly what you said. I had you 5th this year, and the fact that it has to be you lot, man. Third in the trophy, and to build on that, yeah.
Jay, chat to them.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Putting Man United there is harsh, man.
Why?
Because
Why do you have so much sympathy for them? I don't get it.
Bro,
fam.
I don't understand it.
if your manager had to deal with the injuries they've had to deal with, bro, you wouldn't be in the title race,
Everyone
bro.
has had injuries.
Everyone
Jay,
has.
bro.
No, I've never seen
Chelsea
this
and
before.
United have had the
I've never
most,
seen this
though.
before. They don't have one fit central defender.
Yeah,
One.
that's crazy.
Gambala.
They don't have one.
Forson.
That's not easy.
There was a point they had to play Casemiro and Amrabat. They're playing 2 midfielders at centre back. I've never seen that before.
That's what
I hear it. But these are competent players. Bro. It's not like they're academy players.
I've never seen that before. I've never seen a club where a left back Malacia, bro, he's in witness protection at this point. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before.
No,
Where's Shaw?
Bro, Shaw has missed the whole
I saw
season.
training
essentially,
pictures
man.
there. Apparently,
Bro, I
As
haven't
much as
seen him
we
in a minute.
buzz on Ten Hag, yeah, fam, bro, that guy's doing the best with what he can because he even said himself, bro, he's only had his best 11. He feels he's only had it like twice.
but
in his Man U career.
Jay, one thing I'll say is good managers, even with injuries, there's still some sort of
find a way.
identity.
Let Arteta jug with Jorginho centre back. Then we'll see how good he is, isn't it?
No, but you know, this
that's
is
what
not
they're
about
saying, bro.
this is why Arsenal fans had faith in him even when they were dead because you could see something, bro.
I see something, but I do see something
What
with
do you-
Ten
what do
Hag.
you
Do you genuinely see something with Ten Hag?
When he's had his team and that, bro, I genuinely do see something.
What do you see?
Bro, I think, like, don't get me wrong in that. I know the way he wants to play, but
Which
the players
is?
are just not good enough to
What
implement
do you? I don't know.
But then he brought in his players this summer.
Do you
This is my
understand?
point.
But he's still, but like, okay, there's no way Ten Hag wanted Amrabat. You know he wanted Frankie de Jong.
No,
but Man
true,
U
true.
didn't
That's the
go and
only
get
one
it.
I'll give
No,
him
but
leeway
Frankie
for.
didn't want to come. The
He
only
got his,
reason.
they asked for Lissandro Martinez. He asked for Lissandro Martinez. They got it. Look at the impact he made.
But then what about Anthony Hoyland, Mount? Like, what about all these other
David,
players?
what
that
do you
you
want to
wanted?
say about that?
No,
Amrabat thing?
like obviously he bought in Martinez, but he's bought in his players. That's why when people saying that's why there's no excuse to not see his style because he's bought in his players that he's worked with, not random players. You rarely see players go like obviously the whole bringing players over from where you previously coached. Like you see that often, but it's not as common as it was like Mourinho back in the day used to bring players all the time. But Ten Hag's bought a lot of his players that he's got history with, and still you're not seeing his style, bro.
I will give him that. But on the other hand as well, there are still a lot of players at the club that are not his players.
True, but then that's been your problem for about 10 years. You just need to get
Lindelof
them.
is still here. Lindelof has been on the Mourinho. He's still here. Martial.
If he wasn't here,
No, but these are not starters.
If Lindelof wasn't here,
let's
they
talk
would be
about the
pissed,
players that's
man.
played. Let me. First 3 games in the season, we played Forest, we played Wolves, and we played Tottenham, which was meant to be everyone was fit, no excuses, no nothing.
kills
The
me.
style of play, bro. Wolves were cutting through the middle of the pitch, same way they're cutting through the middle of the pitch in April, bro. There was no style.
I hear it.
Every match is NBA match.
Tottenham
NBA match.
running through the middle of the pitch.
There's place for them to build. I hear it, but fam, Man, you have got to start giving the guy what he wants, bro. You can't be.
He's had everything.
No, man. He asked for Frankie De Jong
Can I ask you a
because
question?
he knew Frankie De Jong would transform that midfield. He knew.
Frankie didn't want to come.
But they gave him Amrabat, bro. he didn't. There's no way he went to the board and said, "Yeah, give me Amrabat. Give me Baldy. Don't go and give me 30." There's no way
He's coached Amrabat before. I think he wanted Amrabat initially. I think he wanted him from early, but the club messed up and got him in a loan last day of the season.
on,
So.
man.
Nah, but let's be real. When they bought Amrabat, everyone said, "You're right, that's cool."
He asked.
We were linked to him.
He asked for a CB. They went and got him Johnny Evans. He did not ask for that, man.
Yeah, we shagged him.
He's
We
not
shagged him with
asking
that.
for these guys.
But he didn't have the bread in it. She said when we spent 60 on the Mount signing, I love Mount, but the fact that we bought him
rate
for
Mount.
60
I'm
million,
That side don't make sense.
it doesn't make sense for our team, bro.
Because him, Bruno, and Casemiro were never
That
going to
was
work.
never
It was
going
never
to
going to
work.
work.
That was like when
midfield.
Wenger asked for Welbeck and then they gave him Yaya Sanogo, bro. That doesn't. You don't ask for that, bro.
Okay, cool. So if Man United are not the biggest overachievers, who would you say? Because I have been beefing Chelsea fans all week because I said, God, that was a bit of like.
No, your
At
logic
least
is
shows that
fine, bro.
progress,
Because
though.
from what we expected them this season, they're gonna try and what's the word? Paper over the cracks. But look, we're finally finishing the position. But
Do
they
you know
should have
what
been there a lot earlier.
Do you know what it
innit?
is? Not all the viewers have me on Snap, so they wouldn't have seen. But I said that Chelsea are the biggest overachievers due to the fact that who they bought in the summer, the reaction.
Overachievers or
Underachievers because of who they bought in the summer, the expectations that came with these players, what those players were doing at previous clubs, and the Chelsea fans were excited. They were gassed for the season. Some of the players, this was their second season. Enzo, Caicedo, and that. They thought, yeah, cool, we can go with that duo. 100 mil midfield. They had, bro, even their backup is that they've had bare injuries, but even the backup is actually all right, you know, like players wise, the players are decent enough to do stuff, not to be drawing to 10 men, Burnley and drawing to Sheffield, getting pumped by Arsenal.
Right. That's why he can hear Chelsea more than I can hear Man United because Chelsea squad is better than theirs.
But then Chelsea fans would, what I understand about what Chelsea fans would say is that look at where they're going to end, look how they're going to end the season, which I actually understand, innit? They're going to end it strongly. Europe is not bad with a young squad, is progress in it. But I'm just thinking about how I was feeling in summer compared to now, innit?
Yeah.
But
can't lie, Sheffield United.
when you break down the United thing, then I hear it. But
Sheffield
you,
United as well are up there as well. I'll be real.
I still didn't hear that one though.
Nah,
because they're
like,
broke.
what did you expect?
They're a broke club. They're Oliver Twist.
Them and Burnley are up there still. Can't lie, for biggest underachievers.
Now I hear the Burnley one because
They
Yeah,
saw
I hear
it,
it, yeah.
because bro, they got 100 points in the championship. They're selling everybody a dream.
true,
They come to the Premier,
It's
you're not even
true.
competitive.
it's true.
The hell is that?
They were wishing man them in the championship.
they were.
Sheffield United finished second with 92 points. But you're coming and losing 5-0 at home, 6-0 at home. What is that?
8-0 at home.
What is that?
They even made some shrewd signing. For me, at the time, I think Gustavo Hammer from Coventry.
They said
innit?
Cameron Archer. What?
That was a
He
good
did
signing.
nothing.
Nah, he tried. He tried.
I think Hamer's had a decent. Hamer, I don't know how to pronounce
tried,
it.
man,
They
they
got it from
tried.
Coventry,
A
innit?
man said they tried. They didn't try. They finished bottom of the league and you saw what they tried. They didn't try.
Austin Trusty.
Trusty,
Trust. You see Austin?
Fotheringham, that guy's been
Hey.
peppered this season, man. I feel bad.
Anyone-
Conceding 100 goals, bro. And you're talking about they tried. They didn't try.
Anyone else?
crazy.
Anyone else there?
Underachievers.
Some people may
That's
say Newcastle, but I kind of hear their angle. To
No,
be fair.
you know, you were saying just a minute ago, people thought Newcastle had a good season. I knew Champions League would cripple them. I knew
Yeah.
it. They didn't have the
Fixture
squad to
condition.
deal with it. And you want to speak about injuries? Them and United have probably had
They've
the
been
most.
worse, bro.
They might be
They
the worst in the
couldn't
league,
field a
innit?
full squad, a
Their
full
whole
match squad. They couldn't field
They didn't
it.
have a back four for
Bro.
time, but I just think Newcastle for me.
And they had Europe as well, so it was harder. Champions League, and they had the worst,
Actually,
they
I
had
can't,
the
call
hardest
them,
group.
I can't
So
call them underachievers because I had them about 5th to 7th,
Yeah,
and
you
they're
know
about
they were
they're
top
going to
off,
finish.
yeah.
I think.
What about
actually,
Brighton?
now.
Europa League.
Europa killed
Yeah,
them.
again, Europa League was
In-
gonna cripple
injuries.
them.
Solly March
And you need
out,
to deep.
Mitoma out,
You need to deep. You need to
Ferguson.
And cool. So
Pedro.
to deep what you're saying, yeah, all them man out. Some of them were ruled out from like first 2 months of the season, and selling your two of your best
Yeah,
players, McAllister, Caicedo.
Caicedo.
It's crazy, bro. Crazy.
Yeah, nice.
Who else was it? Just them two they sold? Or they sold.
They sold their
other
keeper.
Sanchez.
Sanchez.
He went signed anyway.
Summer.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Who else
They were
did they
starting
sell?
still towards the end of the season. Man.
Nah,
I think it's just
What
mainly
about
McAllister.
Brentford?
that's a big
Again, they didn't have a back four for
They
like
didn't
for
have
like a
their
month
main
or whatnot.
talisman for the
Rico
whole season.
Henry,
Lost
Rico
Tony.
Henry
Lost
early. Rico Henry got
I even
injured
forgot about
October.
my man, you know.
Exactly.
He probably could have been in the England squad, you know, if he was fit. Because we've got the
England,
bench.
he would have had an England shout, innit? Rico Henry, big up in it. I see. I used to diss him, but he was playing cold. He got injured. Ben Mee got injured. Their whole back.
Waymo got injured. Wissa went to AFCON.
Aaron Hickey got injured, bro. Their whole back four got injured for about a month, bro. It's days. It's crazy.
Not easy. Still, cool. What would you say is the biggest player disappointment?
I have to say, my boy Sabozla, bro. I still think he can turn it around, but I was upset with, bro, to bring him in for 70 million. And I watched a few Leipzig games, bro. I thought, like we've actually got a player now that can win us games from the midfield. And you know what? The way he started, you were seeing it. Goals. I remember he scored one in the League Cup where he smashed it from far now.
Started on flames, bro.
Flames, bro. Bro, he was getting comparisons to him and Odegaard. I didn't personally, but you know how football fans are, fan base and that. Bro, he disappointed me, bro. I'm not going to be one of these rash fans that say sell him this summer, but bro, I had big expectations.
Get back next season.
That's why I don't pick him. I can't put him there because I gave him a pass. I give him a pass because
fair.
Players in their first season now, and that like a lot of them don't. He's very
and it was a new midfield.
Yeah, I only feel like it's because of the way he started to how he is now.
That's why I'm giving. And you know what, Jay, you got a good point because it's not like he was going into a midfield where he was the final piece of the cog that you lot with Raz. You're already going to function midfield with. Suppose that it was a whole new midfield. We literally sold all our midfielders and signed what? All our signings were midfielders, isn't it, this summer?
Wait, David, who would you say
very tough still?
Biggest disappointment? Because you could put
I don't want
to
be biased in it, but because obviously you mentioned the Liverpool player, and I think that was a bit harsh on Szoboszlai, but Sir Marcus Rashford, man, after getting a new contract and 30 goals, there is no bigger disappointment than that guy, bro.
But why? Break it down though, man.
It's just, I don't even know what it's down to, I'll be real, because people are trying to draw a parallel between him and Sancho's beef that's led to Rashford not liking Ten Hag. I think it's just Rashford as a player, he's never actually been that. He plays in moments, and if he's not scoring, if he's not assisting, he's never actually affected the game outside of that in terms of building play, in terms of linking with a fullback. So
you man seen it coming from early, innit? Because even when he was playing well, you man was saying
no, because even still, if you watch the 90 minutes, cool, yes, he was scoring crazy purple patch from Jan last year to March, wherever it was, but from that point onwards, he wasn't affecting games. When we're getting spanked at Liverpool 7-0, when we're going Sevilla and we're getting spanked, the guy's crossing it at the corner flag, opposite corner flag. He's hitting the corner flag.
I've got another one.
Jay, who is there any other players or you
Rashford is that I can't lie. That is a very.
I got one you're gonna love, but you might have expected it.
You say Reza.
Actually, do you know what? Yeah, I'll be real. It's my boy still, isn't it? Nunez.
Fair.
Like, last season, I think he's been here for 18 months now, innit? Yeah. Last season, we gave him a pass for him missing all these chances, innit? And he's still doing it. Like, he should have way more goals than what he has. He should, bro. Forget Haaland on 27. Nunez could actually be on 27 as well.
100%.
But he's still so raw, and it's like, bro, like
there's only so long we can give that change.
Bro, I've actually got a few. Fam.
I've got some. One
Sterling's one for man.
I hear that.
Enzo. I thought Enzo was an absolute.
Is it disingenuous to say Gabriel Jesus? I
was gonna say that as well.
Fair.
He's just not been available. I thought, bro, he's supposed to be one of the guys.
I knew.
That's what I was gonna say.
Gabriel Jesus. I really knew though.
I knew for Jay, that couldn't have been an underachiever for Jay because Jay expected this. He said it from the start of the season.
He doesn't like. He is so good until he gets to the final third.
Yeah.
So
he's actually a baller. People love to buzz him.
I feel like when they put him in the bums, the bums are finishing him.
He doesn't feel right.
I don't think I think he's better. He's the best finisher out of them, man. I just feel like he's just. I don't know, man.
I don't
know, man.
Nah, I just think in the final third,
really need a striker already. Do you know how mad that is, fam?
Already. Because you moved past that.
Crazy.
Because you moved past
that. Fam, that should have been us, like guy for a few years.
Yeah, that should have been
already, fam.
Yeah, but there's no way you saw him at Man City and said, yeah, this is enough for us.
I saw enough though. It's 4 goals
for him to start as a 9 and score and lead you up to the title.
Yeah.
Forget about it,
last
man.
season, then
forget about it. You didn't see nothing.
Who else is
for
there,
nothing, Gabsy.
I was thinking Martinelli, but obviously injuries as well. Because
that's a shout.
15 in the league last year.
That is a big shout.
That's what he does. Run.
I think that's more so than he's used to be.
That's a peak on Madrid. I can say the whole Chelsea XM.
You could even say
Reece James getting injured for the whole of the season.
I need to chuck in another one of my plays. You could say Luis. You could say Luis Diaz, bro. Because I thought this season your output needs to go up, and he's still doing
We have
foolishness.
to allow him, man. He had the whole.
He ain't been the same since the.
You know, you're right.
They took his
You're
pass.
right.
Casemiro.
Who
is a
else
shout
is
as
there?
well,
Yeah,
so-
Casemiro is a big shout.
Legs
He
just
was-
gone.
He was up there this season.
The drop off has like been crazy.
His legs are gone.
Yeah,
which
man.
is-
There's
it happens,
obviously
man.
every player drops off in it, but you expect like a steady
Steady
decline.
decline.
But
Do
he
you know
just went
what?
from 100 to 0, just like
Actually,
that.
who are we kidding, yeah? And I know people are going to dress it up with his GA. He's still got good GA. But if you look at his performances, Son, bro.
Yeah, I was
I
thinking
think
a couple
Son
of
has
the
to be
players.
one.
So we
Forget the guy. I know. That's what people straight are going to go to.
Oh my days! I think I know you're gonna say
Tottenham one.
it. Yeah,
Go on.
fam.
Madison.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
I was gonna
say
say
Basuma. fam.
Oh, they're both shouts. They're both shouts.
Madison's been alright, man.
Madison.
Nah, man.
Bro,
Madison's been alright, man.
You know he's been
Madison-
stinky for longer than
Madison.
See,
He's
Madison,
been
he's got a
stinky.
particular trend he does now, you know, and everyone's
I
clocked it.
can't put him there,
He
man.
starts really well, then kind of
Yeah.
okay,
I saw
drifts
you even did it
drifts
for
through the
Leicester.
middle
He
bit,
did it for
and then the last part of the season he disappears.
My thing is Basuma, bro.
Yeah, that's a
That
big
guy
shout.
is supposed to be good. He's supposed to be the guy, but he's just been.
No,
I
maybe
don't-
he's
I
a
just don't think he's-
signing,
maybe he's
though.
just
I
not
see
like
a
that.
report that
Well,
they
he
might
plays with the
entertain-
sagging pants, so we already know what he's on, bro. He's too bald. He suffers from that syndrome.
video of the Emirates where he's just laughing.
He suffers from that syndrome.
You know what? You know why that's a shout? Because Spurs fans now want him sold, and they're actually. I see one report. I don't know how credible it is, but they're willing to entertain offers this summer, bro.
I did say before that they need to upgrade that position for them to get better, because I did say
There's
Basuma
even
the guy.
even City fam Nunes, because that's what happens when your team is winning, bro.
I even forgot.
Nunes
Yeah.
just
He
doing that
doesn't play.
stinkiness
He doesn't
though.
play like that though.
You know, that's the Pep thing though. Because
Even
obviously everyone
Kovacic,
takes.
like, them men don't really play like
Kovacic's
that.
been playing
Kovacic
recently.
should
Calvin
Last 2 months,
Phillips,
Kovacic's been
Calvin
playing.
Phillips, Calvin Phillips.
That's a shout.
to West Ham.
That's a
Nah,
big shout.
actually, forget all the names you just said. Calvin Phillips is the best one because he went to West Ham. On his debut for West Ham, he gave the ball away. They scored.
Yeah,
the
man.
next game, he got a red card.
Yeah, man.
Then against Newcastle, he gave away 2 penalties. He
Forget
came
it.
off the bench.
Actually, we're missing a glaring one, and I rate this player highly. You man might buzz on him, but Enzo Fernandez, bro.
Yeah, he said that.
He said.
Oh, you said
Oh,
that. Sorry,
this guy's
I
not
didn't
listening.
crook it. I didn't crook it. Sorry, I didn't crook it. I didn't crook it.
We'll move on. We'll move on though.
I didn't crook. Sorry.
Oh, Calvin Phillips is actually that's crazy. That's a good shout there.
Best celebration.
Havertz.
Palmer's, but I don't think it suits him. Someone said it, but I don't think it suits him.
I said
you know?
that.
Havertz.
I like
It was you,
I like
you
how
said it, yeah.
Morgan Rogers is. I don't know if
That Havertz one is cold, man. But if you're on the opposing end, it'll make you want to
Do you know who I
bang him.
liked? For a minute, you might say it's basic, but it was just effective. Saka, you know when he was doing a one-harder for a minute.
But the one other, I thought you talking about the little jump thing.
No, there was a minute when he was scoring, he was doing that. I swear.
I can't remember, bro.
He's looking at the punch.
I like Mateta's when he boots the
Actually, no.
Bomb, scraps.
I like McAllister's and Nunes. When one of them score assists, they make the Marte. You know that Argentinian drink that Suarez and Messi drink?
yeah,
And they, whoa, that was mad. But like, if you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Who else there?
Sorry, that was mad.
Cole Palmer's up there. Havertz's thing. That's not even Neymar. Who else is there, fam?
Everyone was,
Who's
well,
still-
everyone was taking the piss out of
Solanke
Madden's.
celebrations.
Oh,
Yeah. He ain't got a consistent one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Who
Madden's
else?
kept his form up. I mean,
The
just he's been
darts
doing that
thing,
for a
the
while.
darts
And then
thing.
when Mope was doing that as well.
Oh, that was a funny one.
That was hilarious, though.
When he catted the celebration.
Rashford's one is still hard. That.
Oh, Kobe Manny.
Bov.
The Mov one.
Yeah.
There was a few still.
I mean, I have to be Cole Palmer,
Paqueta,
you
that
know.
dance.
Oh yeah, Paqueta.
Yeah.
Oh, Kudus.
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 Yeah, I think he's number one. I think he's number one.
Kudus.
They're gonna say he got it from CR7, but I feel like he's made it his
Yeah,
own.
for
Do you know
real.
what I mean?
They even got that young G West Ham Earthy.
Yeah, that was charged.
To
Him and Gilchrist,
Yo, Chris, fam.
What's the silliest decision by a club or by a manager this season?
Silliest decision.
Yeah, like the dumbest decision that a club or a manager has done this season. Maybe that's a sub, a transfer, a way that they've dealt with a player, anything.
I think I've got two. One
That's a
being
good question.
probably the Arsenal thing at the start of the season. Gabriel not starting. The start of the season.
But that was
I
only
think.
one game, you know.
It was 3
Nah,
games, bro.
It was free.
Three
Three
games.
games.
Until Timber got until
Searchy, fam.
after
Oh,
Fulham.
because then they were trying to say Saudi are going to come in for him and that.
After the
yeah.
international
I
break
think I
when
got
Gabriel
one.
came
I
back in.
thought it was
That's a
one.
big shout.
That
Yeah.
mate at Tottenham, yeah.
What did
man.
he do?
Mate.
Against Chelsea when they went down to 9 men and this guy was still doing highlight.
Yeah, no,
if,
that
not
was
for-
mad.
if Nico Jackson had better finishing, that could have
That
ended
was mad.
10-2.
But they almost still won the game after that.
Yeah,
you know.
man.
I've got one actually. Big up Emery, and I know they say you stick to your principles, but similar to what Jay said, bro, you stick to your principles. Sometimes you need to know when to adapt. When Villa went 2-0 up at Old Trafford and they just let you man come back and win 3-2. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy.
Any dumb transfer or any like the way players have dealt with any ways managers have dealt with players.
Listen, I still think Sancho
this
was
season,
done wrong by Ten Hag, man. Because when Garnacho is liking tweets, when Rashford's going China White, nothing happens. Protected. Or they're injured. But when Sancho does it, he has to apologise. I don't know, man.
Nunes not starting against Arsenal.
Oh, that was a big decision.
Oh yeah, that was mad.
That bot.
Oh my God, we're forgetting the Batis one. Chilwell at left wing. Pochettino, when he had Maatson that was fit before he went Bournemouth, and he also had another left back was fit. Chilwell at left wing's criminal, and Enzo in the 10 at the start of the season.
You know what it is?
Poch has a few, you know.
But you know what I'm not onto Poch so much is because when Reece James and Nkunku went down so close together, he just felt like all of his plans before the season went out the window. He just tried to rejig.
Bro, there was no excuse to be playing Chilwell at left wing. There was other left wing.
Jay's got one.
Sheffield United against Arsenal.
When
he took off, they went 3-0 down and he took off Oliver Norwood in the 23rd minute.
Yeah, man.
And they still
on Monday Night Football on big Sky Sports. It's not like and they went on to lose. They went on to lose 5-0. It's not like you're getting. You know when you're not on TV and you get taken off in 23rd minute. Not everyone sees
mad.
it. Like, he had to act big mad. He had to act fake mad.
Bro.
It's mad. I even put one up. No, this is not even mad. This is not mad. But this is just one that annoying, man. When we went to Aston Villa, we're playing Havertz centre mid for him. I think it was in Czech.
I think he'll try it again next season.
Bro,
I think next season he'll try and do it again.
Might even be the reason why. But quick one, goal of the season.
Garnacho.
Garnacho.
I don't think we even spent time on it. There's other good goals, but that one, crazy.
Rashford City was a good one, to be fair.
It's crashed it. Bruno Fernandes, Liverpool.
Crazy goal.
Yeah, crazy goal.
Man, you got the best catalogue, you know. Fact.
Big up McAllister. McAllister against Fulham.
Mainly against Wolves.
McAllister against Fulham. That was
even Sheffield strike as well. I like that Sheffield. Was it Sheffield you paid that?
Yeah. Half body, yeah.
We got 5 minutes. Let's do a quick one.
Any
players to watch for next season? Anyone that impressed you that never got too much love, but next season you think they're gonna go brazy?
Ahmad Diallo.
Ooh, shout!
That's a big shout.
Honestly,
Ahmad Diallo. That's only
whoever the
if
coach is.
That's if Ten Hag is still there.
Who did you think? Is any other players?
You know what we'll speak about earlier because he's been unfortunate with injuries. Harvey Barnes, bro. I think he's gonna have if he can stay fit, he'll have a brazy season next season. Honestly, I think.
You know, I rate as well. Lewis Hall. I think he's good. You know.
Yeah, Lewis was cold. Lewis was cold.
Obviously, I think
Kirkes. You'll probably get a move. You'll probably get a move as well.
Oh my days, Wharton at Palace. Player.
Top
player. Still, Mainu's gonna just take off next season. I feel like as well.
Rogers as well.
Even Garnacho.
Full season under his belt.
You know what? You could say Harvey Elliott as well. You know, I think if we whether he starts or not, I don't know. But if we used to start him, you're seeing he's hungry now, and he's actually come. My problem with him earlier is he was coming onto games, not really impacting the game. Now he's done that for fun this season.
He has to play more. He has to.
Yeah. So Tottenham again, that Swedish guy. I like. Apparently he's good still.
And he turned down Barca or something.
We'll see still. We'll go. Biggest shock of the season, quickly.
Shock. One result
or anything. Or finish.
Biggest shock.
Sheffield United.
Or Everton when Everton beat
Liverpool, you know, in the title race.
That's a shock.
That was a big shock, man.
I saw that coming.
Off the back of Palace as well.
I know what he did because you said it. He said in the GC that he doesn't think we're winning, but I thought we were beating them.
I saw the script from
I thought we were beating them.
Your record there.
They never
They
beat you,
smell
fam.
blood. Yeah, they don't, but they smell blood, fam. And
No, it's bare draws. It's not crazy that it's 2 wins in our last 10. It's bare draw. Like the rest, literally the other 8 were like draws still.
Arsenal losing to Villa.
That was big shock.
Yeah.
I didn't think that would happen.
Even us to
Palace more so because you lot had chances, man.
And we were, as much as we weren't playing well, we were winning games.
Did you draw with them in the league, there?
Liverpool, yeah.
That was kind of a big shock, you know.
If not for Mania.
Those missed
big
bare
shot.
chances, though.
Do you know what I'd say? It was a shock, but it wasn't a shock because of what just happened in the FA Cup. They were fueling that. They were using that as motivation. You know what I mean?
Time's going. What would you rate the season as a whole? Would this be a memorable season?
Yes.
Or was this a brush?
Well, depending
Most
on how
goals
the last
scored
season
this
was,
season.
Yes.
The-
Well, actually, it's going to be a memorable season anyway.
Quality wise and entertainment. What do you think about quality wise though? Like this season in terms of teams quality and that?
Teams are just getting better every season, bro. And I think you see how like top 4 is not nailed on anymore. Well, it's been not nailed on, but I think even more than ever now, bro. Because you're now getting like 4 teams that are competing for them 2 positions now.
Like Villa getting Champions League.
Exactly. There's a new like I can't say devastating in the top 4, but there's a new team that's not been there in a while. Do you get Newcastle last
Forget
season?
the top 4. You just got top 6 now.
Top 6.
Yeah.
You don't want to go. There's bare grounds you just don't want to go to. Like
Villa and Newcastle.
I was going to say
lights,
quickly, do you have a favourite game of the season?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Mine's the one you were at 4-4.
Yeah, the 4-4
That was
good.
great. That's been my favourite.
I love that game. But personally, I liked when we beat you at the Emirates, fam, because I was there as well.
Man,
and like, bro, when Jesus sat down Dallo, fam, that moment was just crazy. I don't know what
I mean. He's actually a
it
wonder.
was vibes that day. I remember Rice. We just bought Rice, and he scores a volley.
I swear it was still sunny and that.
It was very sunny and that. Garnacho, if Garnacho was onside or not, that was a good day out still. I even went to Shibs after. I went to Amortis as well, fam. Jambaz. Yeah. So did you get it? So it was a good game. There was a few good. I swear, Man United, Chelsea as well.
Yeah, that was.
Apparently,
that's just foolishness.
I read that Liverpool versus City 1-1. I can't remember that game. Apparently, that was a good game.
Yeah. When you drew at Anfield with kids,
that was
no one expected you to get a point out
of the
there.
Brady game.
They thought that was a time.
Could have won.
We were the better team.
We got fouled, bro.
We were the better team.
Tense game still.
Yeah, man.
Luton Arsenal was up there as well. I thought they were actually going to get a point off you. Luton Arsenal was a mad game.
They tried against the bigger sides, man.
Yeah, fam.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you, man, about what you thought about VAR getting abolished and that. On a brief,
there's nothing wrong with it.
It's the people in control of it, bro. Because you know, if we take it away, the first one was we need it back. We're just
it works in the Champions League just fine.
So what? You're rather keep it.
No, even soldiering me. To be fair,
they need to put us back in Stockley Park.
They're bringing the semi-automated one to the Prem next year. So now you see, instead,
but they might just get rid of it completely, though.
Nah. Do you know what? I think VAR. They should get rid of VAR for everything else except offsides.
I think also because
Maguire said, isn't it?
It's also affecting games in terms of refereeing because they want to leave it to VAR instead of making the call on the pitch or the other way around. They want to make the call and then let's see if VAR.
And let's be honest, it's disrupting.
Clear and obvious.
It's disrupting flow of a game because let's say one team's on the other team, you're waiting 4 minutes for a decision, and then the pendulum. Because you could argue though that could add to the game being more interesting.
We'll see though. Next season, man, final day when this drops, you man will know who won the league. Hopefully, it's Arsenal. But yeah,
next Sunday, Denzel's gonna cry tears.
We'll be there.
And we'll be there. UTL, make that our most liked video next Sunday. When Arsenal lose.
Man, if you're watching, and the Arsenal players, if you're watching, we're proud of you. You get me? We're proud of you. That has been a good episode today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Keep sharing. Keep commenting. We need to interact more in the comments, man. So people that keep saying stuff in the comments, we need to interact with them still. I can't lie. We're going to do that more. But yeah, that's another episode done. Love.